National Buddhist Program ki jai. All glories to Smriti Gauris. All glories to Smriti Gauris. All glories to Smriti Gauris. All glories to Shri Guru and Gauranga. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Narayanam Namaskrityam Naram Chaiva Narottamam Devim Saraswatim Vyasam Tato Jayamudiraye Nashtaprayesha Bhadreshu Nityam Bhagavata Sevaya Bhagavati Uttama Shloki Bhaktir Bhavati Naishtiki. Reading from Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 1, Chapter 9, Text number 15, 1915. One 1.9.15. She doesn't have either this. You can add her no number. You give her number. Your number. R&D group.
I'll add her to this class.
Yatra dharma suto rajan raja dada pani vrgodharaha Krishna stri gandivam chapam suhrit krishnastato vipat Yatra dharma suto raja Kada pani vrgodharaha Krishna stri gandivam chapam Suhrit krishnastato vipat Yatra dharma suto rajan Kada pani vrgodharaha Krishna stri gandivam chapam Suhrit krishnastato vipat
Yatra dharma suto raja Gada pani vrgodharaha Vishnu Sri Gandivam Chapam Surut Krishna Stato Vipat Yatra Dharma Suto Raja Gada Pani Vrgodharaha Vishnu Sri Gandivam Chapam Surut Krishna Stato Vipat Yatra dharma suto raja Gada pani vrgodhara Vishnu Sri Gandivam Chapam Surut Krishna Stato Vipat Yatra dharma suto raja Gada pani vrgodhara Vishnu Sri Gandivam Chapam Surut Krishna Stato Vipat
Translation purport by His Divine Grace A.C. Bhakti Swami Shri Prabhupada. Oh, how wonderful is the influence of immutable time. It is irreversible otherwise. How can there be reverses in the presence of King Yudhishthira, the son of the demigod controlling religion, Bhima, the great fighter with the club, the great bowman, Arjuna with his mighty weapon Gandiva, and above all, the Lord, the direct well-wisher of the Pandavas. Purport. As far as the material or spiritual resources were required, there was no scarcity in the case of the Pandavas. Materially, they were well equipped because two great warriors, namely Bhima and Arjuna, were there. Spiritually, the king himself was the symbol of religion. And above all of them, the personality of Godhead, Lord Shri Krishna, was personally concerned with their affairs as the well-wisher. And yet, there were so many reverses on the side of the Pandavas. Despite the power of pious acts, the power of personalities, the power of expert management, and the power of weapons under the direct supervision of Lord Krishna, the Pandavas suffered so many practical reverses, which can only be explained as due to the influence of Kala, inevitable time. Kala is identical with the Lord himself, and therefore the influence of Kala indicates the inexplicable wish of the Lord himself. There is nothing to be lamented when matter is beyond the control of any human being. समझ में आ रहा है? ओम ज्ञाननिर्मलस्य
चक्षुरुन्मिलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। सादरं येन भूतले स्वयं रूपा कदा मह्यं ददाति स्वपदान्तिकं। वन्देऽहं श्रीगुरो श्रीयुतापदकमलं श्रीगुरुर्वैष्णवांश्च श्रीरूपं साग्रजातं सहगणरघुनाथान्वितं तं सजीवं साद्वैतं सावधूतं परिजनसहितं कृष्णचैतन्यदेवं श्रीराधाकृष्णपादान् सहगणललिता श्रीविशाखान्वितांश्च। हे कृष्ण करुणा सिन्धु दीनबन्धु जगत्पते गोपेश
गोपिका
कान्ता राधाकान्ता नमोऽस्तुते। भक्तकाञ्चन गौराङ्गी राधे वृन्दावनेश्वरी वृषभानुसुते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये। वाञ्छाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपासिन्धुभ्येव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौरभक्तवृंद। हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे, हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे, हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे।
Hare Krishna. You heard the lecture? Last week's lecture? Huh? So, last week we have described the Draupadi Vastraharan and Draupadi's surrender to Lord Shri Krishna. And how Lord Shri Krishna supplied unlimited sarees. Right? So, the commentators they say that because Draupadi, under very trying, even there are very trying circumstances, she did not blame Dharmaraj at all. She she didn't find faults in Yudhishthira Maharaj. So that is the duty of a wife, not to find faults in her husband. So that is called dharma spruha. And then even under such trying circumstances, she stuck to dharma. And then she was asking, what is real dharma? Whether did Yudhishthira really own me after he lost himself? Like that. So there are many important lessons to be learned from this lesson, from this episode. So the commentators say, because she is so much stuck to dharma, Krishna used her dharma only to supply sadis. He turned her dharma into sadis. In the same way, if you stick to our dharma, then Krishna will use our dharma only to protect us. That is very important. So simply going to the temple and offering prayer, Krishna doesn't answer. Right? You have to be dharmic. You have to at least you have to give dharma to Krishna, and then Krishna will fulfill what you want. That is a trade, deal with Krishna. So after all the sabhasadas, all the sabha residents of the assembly, they were wonderstruck at this amazing incident. How so many sadis are being supplied. How Dushasan was unable to disrobe Draupadi. So Dushasan was sweating and sweating and sweating, and he became very tired removing the sadis. And he fell down like that. So Draupadi was saved from the greatest danger. So there are only 2 persons or 3 persons are speaking. It is very surprising. Why Dronacharya, Kripacharya, Dhritarashtra Maharaj, Gandhari, they didn't speak. I will tell you in a short while. So, and then Vidura got up again. Vidura got up and he said, Yohi prashnam na vibhruyat dharma darshi samangataha anruteya phalavaptistasya sordam sa masnute yam punarvithadam bruyat dharmadarshi samangataha anrutasya phalam krutyam samprapnayitoti nishchayaha. Those who know dharma in this sabha and are not speaking, they will get the result of telling a lie, of the result of telling a lie, asatya dosha. They will get. That is why we should not, when some injustice is happening, we should not remain quiet. We should try to, that is why in the entire Ramayana war, Vibhishan got saved because he is the only person who spoke against Ravanasura. Right? Very politely he spoke. All others, they were supporting and they were very afraid, even if they knew that Ravanasura was at fault. Still, they kept quiet. But Vibhishan, he spoke up. In the same way, in Mahabharat, Vidura spoke up all the time. Right? So that is why. Anybody knows what Vidura is known as? he is known as Takiya of Krishna. Krishna kept his head on his lap and slept. Very great personality. And while leaving this world, Krishna remembered Vidura. Can you imagine? He remembered Vidura. Then he told Uddhava to please instruct Vidura. Then Maitreyi Muni also was there. So he told me. So that was the greatness of Vidura. Because this what?
Speaking against injustice.
Because he spoke up. Because he spoke up.
Yeah. He attracted Krishna's attention so much. Later on, when Krishna went as a Rajduta, he slept on his lap. That's why he is known as Vidura is known as Bolo? Takiya of Krishna. Pillow. So, then he narrated a past story of Prahlad Maharaj. Once, one Rishi's son, I forgot his name, and then Virochana, Prahlada's son, they became attracted to only one girl, same girl. Then they fought with each other. That this girl is mine. Okay? And then both of them went to Prahlad Maharaj. And then Prahlad Maharaj they said, you must tell the truth. Right? Who is greater? Whoever is less powerful, then he will die. So on one side Prahlad Maharaj's son, on the other side the sage's son. Prahlad Maharaj had to tell the truth. Then it's a big test. Then Prahlad Maharaj passed the test. He took both of them to Kashyap Muni. Kashyap Muni decided that sage's son was greater, so he should marry that girl. But Virochana should die, right? But Kashyap Muni blessed Virochana. My dear Prahlad, I am very impressed with your truthfulness. So I am blessing your son that he will live longer. Like that he gave blessings. So Karna, what is that product which is produced by sun rays? Somebody will ask. One student asked one teacher asked, right? The student replied, Suryaputra Karna. Instagram joke. So, Karna, he spoke up. So he said, now he was deriving great pleasure, calling Draupadi again and again Dasi. So, Draupadi is our Dasi. Hey Dushasan. So shameless, Just now they saw her power, Just now they saw. Still they are not scared. They are not scared. So Draupadi, again he started dragging Draupadi. Like, Dushasan. So Draupadi started crying, said, my condition is very distressful. Till now, except my husbands, nobody saw me. Now they dragged me Rajya Sabha like this. This is called Kala Vaiparityam. The Bahu of Kuru Vamsha, got insulted like this. So, in the history of the Kuru Vamsha, such a insult to women never happened. I don't know what happened to your Kuru Vamshis that you had to insult a woman like this. Dharmyam striyam sabham purve na nayam etti na shuddham na sa nastah kauravayeshu purvo dharma sanatana. She was cursing. She was telling that you should not drag a pativrata stree into a sabha publicly like this. Today I am deciding that Kuru Vamsha Rajas, they have deviated from Sanatana Dharma. They have deviated from Sanatana Dharma. So, for whatever Dharma Viruddha Karya that they perform, irreligious activity they perform, they must suffer. So, the Kala will punish these people. So, the anomaly of this Yuddhakrida is that Dharmaraj Yudhishthira, he did not even, the dice never came into his hands. Not even once he threw the dice. Shakuni only was he throwing, and then Dharmaraj was telling the number, and then Dharmaraj kept on losing. This is actually Vanchana. This is the cheating that has happened in that Sabha. Right? So then again Bhishma got up. Then even Dharmatmas also, this is called Dharma Sankata. Dharmatmas also cannot decide what is correct, what is not. Sometimes, very interesting, sometimes whatever a powerful man does, it becomes a dharma. Now whatever Trump is doing, it became, he's so arrogant. So arrogant. Like announcing so many tariffs and all that. So he's saying, that's why Krishna said later on that Duryodhan, Dushasan, Karna and Shakuni, they are called Dushta Chatushtaya. What are they? Dushta Chatushtaya. So Krishna said they should be killed. Otherwise, they will rewrite the history. They will rewrite the history, saying that, Draupadi Vastraharana has not happened. Yuddhakrida has not happened. They will erase this history. After it is our great misfortune that Nehru became, Prime Minister after our. Like that. He is a socialist, communist, with communist ideology, leftist ideology. So he appointed all these leftist people in the JNU and everywhere, and then they rewrote our history. India is the only country. If you go to France, you cannot name any child after Hitler. Do you know? In France it is banned. Name of the Hitler. You cannot give name of the Hitler to anybody. And then no roads are named after Hitler. France. So, because Germany, Hitler destroyed France during World War II, like that. So, in our country only, we name, we glorify, our invaders, and then Prabhupada said, the despotic king of Mughal, Aurangzeb, Hindu-hating despotic king, destroyed at least 1,000 temples. Keshaji, recently we have visited beautiful Keshaji temple. He destroyed that temple, huge temple was there. He destroyed the temple, then he built a mosque. Like that, he destroyed Govind Devji temple. All the temples he destroyed. But we have a city named after him. What is that?
It has changed.
Now it is changed. So Krishna feared that these rascals, they should be killed, otherwise they will rewrite the history. It's very important, like that. So then he then Krishna he said, Bhishma predicted, because of this irreligious activity, the whole Guru Vamsha will be destroyed. Bhishma predicted. Like that. So Vamsha Nashanam will happen because whatever they have done. Then Bhishma said, because Yudhishthir, Bhima, Arjuna, Nakul, Sahadev and Draupadi, and for these 5 brothers, they were so parakrami, they were so powerful. If they want, in 1 minute, they can destroy the entire Guru Vamsha. But they are actually attached to the truthfulness. They are attached to the dharma. They are attached to tyaga. That is why they are keeping quiet, even though they are capable. That is why the verse I have read. Yatra dharma sukho raja. Dadapani drukodara. Krishna stri gandivam chapam. Yato Krishna yato Krishna Sujit Krishna yato tato Krishna. So then Bhishma Deva blessed Draupadi, my dear daughter Draupadi. Dharma to which you are attached, that dharma will always protect you. So your husbands, without clothes, they were, downing their heads. They were looking helplessly. Actually, to your question, only Yudhishthir can answer. But Yudhishthir Maharaj is not speaking. He is not speaking at all. Very surprising. Then Duryodhana, he started laughing. Hey Draupadi, if any of your husbands answer this question to your question, if they say that Yudhishthira Maharaj has done mistake, I will release everybody, all of you, from Dasam. Tell them, let them speak. Let them speak. Like that. Then Bhima got up, then he started speaking. Yadyesha Guru Rasmakam Dharmarajo Mahamana Na Prabhuhu Sya Pulasyasya Na Vayam Marsharhe Mahi. My Yudhishthir Maharaj, he is not only our elder brother, he is our Guru, he is our Prabhu, He is our Rakshaka also. We consider him as our Sarvasva, as our everything. So, for our tapasyas, for our efforts, he is the master. Because he lost himself and then he lost all of us. And then we became asvatantara, we lost our independence. That is why we are keeping quiet. That is why Dushasan is still alive. He is still alive. Because our brother is not giving me permission to finish up this task. Otherwise, still alive. Like that. Then Karna again got up. He is digging his grave. He is losing all his punya karma by speaking all these things. Then he suggested in general, Pativrata Stris should have only one husband. You already have 5 husbands. You choose one more husband. He is insulting Draupadi. You choose one more husband. You choose such a husband. Now, this time, all these 5 brothers you lost, they are all become dasas. Choose one more husband who will not put you on the bed. Like that. Then Bhima, from his ears, from his nostrils, from his eyes, fire was emanating, hearing the insulting words of Karna. My dear elder brother, this Sutaputra Karna is speaking all nonsense. If you had not done this, if you had not put us on the bed, I would have, taken out his जुबान खींच लेते हैं. ऐसा होता है क्या जुबान?
Yes.
किसी का खींचा?
संभाजी महाराज का खींचा.
क्या?
संभाजी महाराज का खींचा. निकाल दे.
खींचा था?
हरन दे.
यूजुअली बोलते रहते ना जुबान खींच लो की. So meanwhile, Duryodhan invited Kala. Shh, क्या हो गया? He lifted his dhoti like this. And he told Draupadi, Dasi, come and sit on my lap. Then Bhima, fire and brimstone, आग बबूला हो गया. He said, धारुणी राज्य संपद मदंबुन कोमली कृष्ण चूचि रंबो निजोर देशम ननुंडग मिल्चिन इद्धुरात्म दुर्वार मदीय बाहु परिवर्तित चंड गदा विघात भग्नोर तरोर जेयुदु सुयोधन उग्र रणांगनंगुनन. He says, this rascal Duratma, Duryodhan, he insulted Draupadi by inviting her to sit on his lap. In Maharana, Mahasangram, I will break the thighs of Duryodhan. In the Maharana. And everybody, then because he insulted Draupadi in Kurusabha like this. Not only that, I will hit his head with my foot. it is considered very great insult for a king actually. Latmarna. Latmarega bola. Actually, on the battlefield, when there is a duel fighting was going on, so Bhima hit Duryodhana. According to Gada Yuddha niyam, one should not hit below the waist. Below the waist. So for so long the fight was going on. Duryodhana was very strong in his Yuddha Kala, because he learned from Balaram. So Bhima was getting tired, Then at that time Balaram was there, right? So Krishna told Arjuna, because he was so angry, fighting, he forgot. Then he actually, by the arrangement of Krishna only, his entire body became Vajra, except his part. You know all the story.
Yeah.
Like that. Then so Duryodhana was telling Bhima, he और मारो. So Bhima was hitting on his chest, on his back, everywhere. Nothing is happening because the Sharir became Vajra. Then Krishna told Arjun, remind him about Idhar मारने का. Balaram was very angry. What are you saying? What are you doing? Keep quiet. So Arjuna was, Majle bhaiya. So Balaram said, keep quiet. What are you doing? Why are you disturbing? Then Bhima looked at Arjuna. Then he remembered. Third. Mara. He fell down. Balaram was very angry. He wanted to kill Bhima. He wanted to kill Bhima. Then Krishna caught Balaram. Then he said, why? What were you doing? When the war was going on, Nirnayak Yuddha was going on. He said, you wanted to go on Tirtha Yatra. Now you want to have a say in the final verdict. Have you forgotten? So then he said, Bhima told that if I don't do that, my Pitrus will not get, Uttama Gati. All of them, they will fall down from their place, like that. Then I will not attain Uttama Gati. Like that, Bhima took a vow. Like that. That is why Krishna said, he has taken a vow. What do you do? After he died, he will break the ties, because otherwise he will not, he will not get Punya Loka if he won't, because he has taken Pratijna, he has made a Pratijna, like that. Balaram, he said, now keep quiet. Now you don't. So Krishna fell. Spiribi Balaram was very upset. Then Krishna said, now you go. You don't say anything. So anyway, then Bhima wanted to hit Duryodhana's head with his foot. He was going. Then Yudhishthira Maharaj, he was very saintly person. He caught hold of Bhima. After all, he is the king of Hastinapur. Don't do that. Bhima, don't stop me. There was a wrestling between the Yudhishthira and Bhima, like that. Anyway, so yes. Then Vidura was very disturbed that with this Pratijna of Bhimsen. So Vidura again and again is telling, say something, say something. He was asking, Dhritarashtra Maharaj, he was asking Dronacharya, he was asking Rupacharya. They all kept quiet, Gandhari Mataji was there. Then, what is the reason? I will tell you. What is the reason? This question was answered in Aranya Parva, because when Duryodhana was insulted, in Kamyavana I narrated the story. You are there? Kamyavana you came? I narrated the story. How Chitrarath, Gandharvas, they have arrested Duryodhana was taking away at that time. So that time, Duryodhana wanted to commit suicide. Then people from Asur Loka they came, Patal Loka they came, and they took him to Patal Loka. That time they informed during the Sabha, this Sabha incident, Asura Amshas, they have entered Dhritarashtra Maharaj, Karna, Shasa, Shakuni, Duryodhana, Krupacharya, Dronacharya, Gandhari, they all became influenced by Asuras. Pishachis and all, they entered their bodies. That is where they had acted like that. That is the element of the Lord Krishna. Like that. Then Arjuna, he said that Isho Raja Purvamasi Glahe Naha Kunti Suto Dharmarajo Mahatma Ishastvayam Kasya Parajitatma Tajjani Vam Purvaha Sarvayevaha. When he is putting us on bed, he has Swatantrata. When he lost himself, he did not have Swatantrata. So he did not have right to put Draupadi on bed. When Arjuna told this, my God, then meteors started falling. And from the Yajnashala, the foxes and jackals, they were crying and howling. They started howling. The donkeys were praying. All the dvajas of all the Kuru Vamsha Rajas, they fell down. And there is hahakar mach gaya. All over, all of them, Kauravas, kings and all, Dhritarashtra, their left side started shivering. Inauspicious. Like that. Then, Bhishma and Drona and all, they left the Sabha. Then Vidura said, Gandhari became very disturbed, seeing all these, ill omens, inauspicious signs all over. Then she immediately got up. She implored Dhritarashtra Maharaj, do something. Otherwise, our Kuru Vamsha will be nash ho jayega, will be destroyed, like that. Then Dhritarashtra started chastising, oh Mandabuddhi, you want to destroy Kuru Vamsha? So it is decided that you are already a dead man. Dhritarashtra said, you are already a dead man. Because Pandavas, Dharmapatni, you have abused with such nasty words. That means you are already a dead man. It is decided that you are a dead man. Like that. All this while, Dhritarashtra was saying, Kim Jatam, who has won? You are asking. Now when he heard all these inauspicious omens all over, he became very scared. Draupadi's Pativrata Dharma, like that. Then he asked Panchali, please forgive me. Yeah. Among all my bahus, you are the Utkrishta, you are the best of all my bahus. like that. You are a dharma parayana. So I am giving you one benediction. Please take it. Please take it. Like that. Then Draupadi said, Eva muktya dhritarashtra manishi pitanveshi bandhavan apaya Krishnam panchali mabravi santapurvam vibhushaisvar prajnaya tattva buddhi. So, dadasi chedvaram mahyam prunomi bharatashava sarva dharmanugaha shriman adhasokta yudhishthira. The Yudhishthira Maharaj, who is following all sarva dharmas, he should be freed from dasatva. He should be freed from dasatva. Then it is tadas. Dhritarashtra Maharaj said tadas. Then Dhritarashtra said, please ask for one more benediction. Okay? Saratho Sudanushkaucha Bhimasena Dhananjayo Yamaucha Varaye Rajan Adasana Swavasana Sahana said Bhima Dhananjaya Arjuna, then Nakul and Sahadev, along with his Astras, Shastras and Rathas, be free. And let my son may not be known as son of a dasa. That is very insulting, Dasputra, Dasputra. Right? Like that. So I don't want my son to be known as Dasputra. Please remove, like that. So he said, Tadas. Then Dhritarashtra Maharaj said, I am not satisfied giving you benedictions. Ask one more benediction. Then Draupadi is so fixed in dharma, said, Maharaj, a Kshatriya Stree has no right to ask 3 benedictions. She has right only to ask for 2 benedictions. So I will not ask. Then Karna started praising, wow, kya dharmas, what a woman she is. Manna badega. Then when Arjuna and Bhima they became free from Dasatva, then said, Rascal, we don't want to hear any praise from your mouth. Arjuna said, I will cut your head in the war. उसका तुम्हारा सिर काटूंगा, ज़्यादा बोलने का नहीं. Like that. So I have heard so many great women, but such a great woman I have not seen like Draupadi. Because of one woman, the ship called Pandavas is drowning, and she saved it. Like that. Then he's, because of a woman, you have got back your kingdom. He did parihas. He was laughing at it. Anyway, stop. So next week we'll hear. Interesting?
Really?
Yes.
Huh?
Very
Thank you. Next week we'll hear again Youth Creator takes place. So why Vishnu Maharaj played again?
I had one question. Why did Lord Balram support Adharma with Duryodhana in the fight between?
Yeah, the same question was asked to Prabhupada. Prabhupada replied, Duryodhana was an associate of Shankarshana in Patal Lok. this. हाँ? He's tired, huh? सो जाओ. That's why I finished early today.